Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about two things. The first thing we're going to be looking at is the Kill Team box set. They've put out a brand new article over on the Warhammer community website. It has a few new images in there. We know what's in there. It's the heavy intercessors and of course the Necron flayed ones. But the big thing part of that article is that it actually gave us a date of release. Not an exact date, but we know when it's going to be coming out now. And also I want to talk about Orcs because it seems that Orcs are going to be on the horizon for a brand new release in terms of a codex and hopefully fingers crossed for some models. We're actually going to be talking about what models I personally would like the Orcs to get, and also looking at some of the rumor images about some of the hints that they potentially could be getting with their codex drop. So let's jump in and let's get talking. So let's of course start with the Kill Team box set first, and the article that dropped today gave us another look inside of the box. It mostly went over some of the stuff, more or less all the stuff that's in the box in terms of terrain and the models. Of course, we all know that the heavy intercessors are releasing this box set, and of course the Necron flayed ones. As this got announced on the day, one of my biggest things that I was happy about this, of course, was the Necron Terrain. I think it's great that we're actually seeing Xenos Terrain now packed in these box sets. It's not just Imperium stuff. That is something that I think GW need to build on. We need to see more Necron Terrain, more Eldar Terrain, Tau Terrain, Orc Terrain, so we can start adding it to our battlefields and make it look like each world is different. It's not like each world is like an Imperial battlefield world. I would like a full-on Orc Terrain world. I think that would be great. Now, the biggest thing in this article is all the way to the bottom, so once you've read it all, it actually states, are your kill teams prepared to plunge into the dark depths of the Pariah Nexus in search of glory? ? If you haven't taken the opportunity to reinforce your team with elite warriors or fearless leaders, now is definitely the time. The new expansion will be landing next month. Now, of course, we are just in the start of February, so March is going to be the month where Kill Team is released. So it seems that we've got at least 4 weeks before people start getting their hands on either flayed ones or the heavy intercessors. Now, my problem with this is that I think a lot of people are going to be buying this Kill Team box set just to get their hands on the models inside of it and not really give a toss about the actual Kill Team itself. You can probably argue that GW has done it for one of those reasons. You know, they've put their heavy intercessors in there, so it markets a box set, so people go out and buy the Kill Team box set just for the heavy intercessors. My concern with that is that since we are going through the time that we are going through with Nurgle's Plague in the world, and we know that the factory is not 100%, are these box sets going to be limited? So if that is the case and they are limited, then will it be like a fire sale where it's first come, first serve, and the people who actually want to buy this box set for the actual Kill Team stuff inside of it will lose out to people who just want to buy this box set just to get their hands on 5 heavy intercessors, a Gravis Captain, and a couple of the flayed ones, and of course the Necron chap in there as well. I'm hoping that that is not the case, and when it comes to be sold, that they've got a huge abundance of it, and they can get it out, and everyone who wants to buy that box set will be able to get their hands on that box set. Pushing on, let's talk about the Orcs, because it seems that there's a potential codex for the Orcs on the horizon. I'm sure that's going to be a crumping good time for a lot of you greenskin players. Now, I still believe that the Eldar one, Dark Eldar one, is still going to be coming out before this one, but maybe now it is going to be the Dark Eldar Orcs, and then there's going to be something else. The reason why I'm saying this is that there is a coin that has appeared on the interwebs. This was first posted over on Daka. It has then been reposted on Bolter and Chainsword by a chap called Lord Marshall, so thank you, mate, for posting this and bringing it to my attention anyway. And what you normally find is that when these coins come out, it is linked to a codex coming out for that faction. As an Orc fan myself, I've always stated that if I was to do a Xenos force, it would be Orcs. I'm greatly looking forward to the potential release of this book. As someone who loves the lore, I really hope to see that Gaz Skull has made more of an impact than he did with the previous edition. We all know what happened during the Psychic Awakening with his head getting chopped off. It got put back on, and Ragnar, of course, got messed up as well. But this is kind of like the great green coming of like the Prophet in my kind of mind. This is like the time where I personally think Gaz Skull can unite most of the Orcs in the galaxy, and if that does happen, then we're in for an absolute full painful time coming from the Orcs. I've always stood by that. I would love the Orcs to go back to Armageddon, because for those of you who don't know, Armageddon is Ullanor. It just got renamed during the War of the Beast. Ghazghkull takes that planet back. He becomes king of that planet, and the Orcs re-establish their little empire, and they can start breaching out and causing more pain from the Imperium and other races from that anchor point. Now, in terms of models, I'm not too sure how GW is going to do this. Now, we can go down two type of different roads. Actually, we can do it maybe three different roads. It could be a massive new release that we've seen to the Necrons. That could be amazing if it's done correctly, which I don't really think it could be. They could do it like the Psychic Awakening, like what the Admech got, where they got a couple of different units, or it could be like some of the other things we've seen where they just get like one new HQ character attached with that book release. Now, we know for definite that we are getting something new for Orcs. The reason I said this is because last year they released a trailer where they showed off the sisters in there. They showed a couple of other models, but there was an Orc in there as well. I think it was a Snakebite Orc, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of people have been throwing around the theories. Is it going to be like a new war boss? Is it going to be like a new unit added to the Orc stuff? I literally have no idea, but we know that there's definitely something coming for the Orcs a part of 40k during this release. Also, if you avert your eyes now, well, not avert your eyes, put your eyes onto the screen, there's some rumor images I absolutely want to look at. And the first one is like an engine compartment. Now, I know some people are saying it potentially couldn't be Orcs, but for me, the way that's all stuck together, just the way it's not all aligned, it looks very, very Orca. So I think that's some type of jetpack or some kind of thruster mechanic for either an Orc vehicle or a Orc infantry model. So maybe new Storm Boys, that could be pretty good. I know there's a lot of talk in my Discord anyway of some of the Orc players that they would love new Storm Boys. Or maybe it could be attached to a vehicle, as I stated, maybe some new, Orc helicopters or something. But there's one more rumor image, and I personally think it's maybe some vehicles coming for Orcs as well. Again, thank you for the chaps who posted this over my Discord, Librarian and Umbra Legends. The wheel in the background now, I think is very, very Orca in design. I know some people were debating, again in my Discord, that it could be Gene Stealer cults because they have motorbikes and stuff like that. But for me, it looks like a wheel. It looks like it's something that belongs on a motorbike, or something that has that type of wheel. Again, it could be like some of the helicopters. Maybe they have wheels on the bottom of them or something. But for me, I'm going to go with more of a mechanized theory in my head. So this is why I'm probably saying that it's probably attached to maybe some new Orc bikers, or maybe like a new Orc type of fast vehicle. I don't think it's going to be like a big vehicle, because we've already seen them with the previous Orc releases where they got like the F1 car, like the Mad Max type of stuff that came along with like the new trucks and stuff. So well, not technically new trucks, but the new fast attack stuff. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be something big like that. I think it's going to be something more smaller. So that's why I'm personally saying it's bikes. Alright, Chaperoonios, thank you for coming, thank you for watching, as always. I would love to get your thoughts and theories on this. Do you think the Orcs Codex is coming? If you do think so, what do you think that they will get? What do you think they should get? I think that's more the important question. Orc players, what would you like to see redone? Maybe new stuff added to your army for you to play with and, throw at your fellow Orcs or, your enemies on the tabletop. Post it down below and we'll have a nice little talk down there as we always do. See you now, have a great day, and bye-bye.